Utumira WhatsApp. Emi. Sawa. Hello everybody. How are you? How is everyone here? Karibu sana, karibu sana. I'm so happy to see you all. I hope you are all happy to see me. Strong, energetic. Okay? You know I don't like using the ring light. I just put the phone here. The light for my ring light makes me feel sweat, makes me sweat. So today we are going to learn something very powerful. We are going to learn three very important things: cross-selling, downselling, and upselling. Cross-selling, downselling, and upselling. Most of you are always in the downselling mode, but in my case, I usually operate on cross-selling mode and upselling mode. But then I will show you the how you can downsell, because I have downsold in many instances. And I will show you so many instances. You have overshopped, you have gone shopping, and you have realized you have spent money because the seller was downselling. Okay, so it's a soft skill. If you're going to be in business, you have to master business intelligence. Okay, you know, a lot of people are like, jambi nipatie tips, jambi nipe tips, you know. But let me tell you something. In business, tips zinakujanga na hiyo biashara. Tips zinakujanga na hiyo biashara. Character development utapewa na streets za biashara zitakupea tips. You interacting with customers utapata tips. But mimi kuchukua simu hivi for 1 hour nikuelezee tip for 10 minutes, nikuelezee tips za kukuwa successful in business, it's not going to work. Okay, so upselling, cross-selling, and downselling are powerful business techniques that are used to generate more sales for a business. Okay, they do not, you will see as we continue. But let me see what some of you are saying. Remote solve virtual assistant, we are fine, dear, looking beautiful as usual. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. I am happy to join this class. Welcome, Professor Lydia Wambogo. Hiya, we have Chepkoech, and I am great. Looking forward to learn. I am happy to see Anne. Okay, I love the way you're fired up. Oh, thank you so much. I wish you were here. I would hug you. But anyway, I hope you have received my hug. Now let's get started with learning what is upselling, downselling, and cross-selling, because all of you need to be intelligent when you're doing businesses. Okay, Dad's Kitchen is here to learn. Karibu sana Dad's Kitchen. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our notes and look at how we as business owners, okay, can maximize our revenue through cross-selling, upselling, and downselling. Whether you are a freelancer like me, or you sell digital products like courses and ebooks, like Professor anauzanga ebooks, Professor anauzanga courses, or if you are a virtual assistant, whoever you are, or if you are a Dad's Kitchen who sells baby clothes, you need this type of information to be able to cross-sell, to upsell, and to do what? And to downsell. And I will show you how you can upsell with a free product. When you have something for free, you're offering something for free, how you can upsell. Okay? So now, let's look at the definition of cross-selling. Let's look at the definition of upselling. Let me hide this. Let me hide these, your comments. They're distracting me. They are very nice and pumping me with energy and divided attention. So now we are going to define cross-selling, upselling, and downselling. And let's look at what is the meaning of cross-selling. When you are a business owner, what happens in cross-selling? Or you who have been a customer, how do you identify cross-selling, master it, and then implement it to your business? Okay, so cross-selling is a sales technique where a seller promotes additional or complementary product or a service to a customer who has already made. Let's stress the word already, and then let's put emphasis on the word made purchase. They have already made a purchase in your business, or they have expressed interest in a product that you're selling. Okay? The aim of this strategy of cross-selling is to encourage customers to buy related items that complement their initial purchase. Women, I know I have so many women here. Where have you seen yourself being upsold something? Kuna ile kona we women go to buy those monthly products. Those products we use monthly. What are those complementary products we are sold? Tell me in the chat. Okay, now after you leave that department of those things we use every month, now go to the department of soap and tell me, what do you find in detergent, in bar soap, in Harpic, in can you spot cross-selling in that area? I want you to visualize yourself in a supermarket. Okay, ladies, visualize yourself in a supermarket with a cart, ile section ya sanitary towel, and tell me which products you see them cross-selling. Then I want you to go to ile section ya sabuni, visualize yourself, Omo, bar soap, fabric softener, Stay Soft. What's happening there? It's what? Cross-selling. Okay, can somebody tell me in that part of sanitary towel, what are we usually cross-sold? Higher, let's continue. Okay, the aim is to encourage the customer to buy related items that complement their initial purchase, thereby increasing the average transaction value and maximize the revenue per customer. I want you to listen. When it comes to cross-selling, it's all about you as the seller. It's all about you as the seller trying to maximize the revenue per customer, the revenue you generate from a customer. Okay, so remote solve virtual assistant is saying cotton wool, earbud, tissue. Okay, I just bumped into this Jane, but I'm happy to be here. That's amazing. Now, when you are a woman and you go to buy sanitary towel, what do they try to upsell you? If it's Cortex and they're selling you their Cortex sanitary towel, they usually try to upsell you to cross-sell you panty liners. They try to show you, hey, these things go hand in hand. Even when they are advertising, hey, maybe you need a panty liner so that when your periods are over, instead of using the sanitary towel, you can have the panty liner. That is called cross-selling. Okay, that is called what? Cross-selling. This happens every time you walk into a supermarket. That is why you always find a toothbrush with dawa ya meno. That is why you always find Omo with, you will find detergent in the same department with soap, bar soap, in the same department with, you see the toilets, those things for cleaning, you will find them in that area. Okay, that is why when you go to Ilesaidia Pampers, you are likely to find Pampers and baby wipes. You cross-sell them. That's usually happening in the supermarket. Okay, unga ya ugali, unga ya ngano, sukari, those things are being cross-sold to you because they complement one another. Okay, so when you're running your business, okay, you don't run a business with a shopkeeper mind. When you're running an online business, usikue shopkeeper. You are selling you are selling mara moja, you are selling gas out there, you are selling literally everything. You are even selling braids. You want to be this type of a seller when you're selling online. If you are selling beauty products, if you're selling lipstick, the next thing that should be next to it is a lipstick of a different shade. That's how you cross-sell. Okay? And if you even look at beauty products, if you look at a product like CeraVe, like Garnier, they will sell you micellar water, If they are not selling you micellar water, they are selling you a cleanser, and then they are going to sell you vitamin C, and then they're going to sell you something related, something that complement one another. And that's how you should do business if you're doing it online. Now, that is for anybody who is selling physical products. Okay, always sell something that's complementing one another. If you're selling duvet, it should have some. If you're going to cross sell, you're going to cross sell with bed sheet, or you're going to cross sell with it's called what? You're going to, if you're selling a duvet, you're going to cross sell with a duvet cover. Sorry, not a bed sheet, a duvet cover. And that's how they are supposed to move together. They complement one another, because now somebody is going to be putting their duvet in that bag of duvet cover. Okay, if you are a freelancer like me, remember last month when it was coming to an end, I was given a contract by a client in United Arab Emirates. That client, we met in academia in 2021, and she gave me a small job. Now they looked for me last year in November, and they wanted me to help them with web design. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to do web design. I'm returning from web design. The type of a website you want, I want to create such. But I can offer you this service. And I told them that I could offer them a service called Google Data Studio, that I charged them 3,500. 3,000 was for the data studio, 500 was for them consulting me some other things regarding learning management system. If the dollar was the way it was, I would have made probably more than 500,000, but now I will just make 400, 250 plus 150. I'll probably make 400 and something thousand, but it's okay. But you have to understand when to cross sell. If a client is showing you they want this service, and you have probably retired from doing it, and now you still want to make some money out of them, you should have the ability to cross sell. So in my case, I sold them a service called Data Studio, because they already have they are going to have a website. They are going to need to report data somewhere. They are going to need to know what is performing for their advertisement. They are going to want to scale their business using that information. They might need to sell that business, and they are going to use that information. They are going to need to scale or to bring in investors in their business, and they are going to use that data that I am going to help them collect. And yeah, so I hope this makes sense. I hope the concept of cross-selling makes sense to you. Does it make sense? Tell me in the comment. Do you see yourself cross-selling? Okay. Do you see yourself cross-selling at any point? Okay. So I'm going to show you a local company in Kenya called Beauty Hub, and I'm going to show you how they cross-sell their services. They are an e-commerce website. They are an e-commerce website. They are called Beauty Hub Kenya. Can you see my screen? Let me know in the chat if you can see my screen. Can you hear me loud and clear? So we have Beauty Hub. So we are going to come to Beauty Hub, and we are going to see how they upsell. So this is a beauty product. Okay. And like I said, when you come to the internet, when you're getting started, you don't do things like a shopkeeper. You do not have the shopkeeper mindset of selling everything. You niche down so that you can focus on one thing and get a big following of people to buy your products. Now, if you come to Beauty Hub and you probably say you want to shop this daycare miracle toner, and you scroll down here, you're likely to come and see them. They're not upselling me today. They usually upsell They usually upsell somebody. Let's see if the whitehead powder. They usually upsell. I don't know why they are not upselling. Let's go to Amazon. Cross-selling. Sorry, not upselling. They usually cross-sell. This is whereby they tell you this one goes together with this. So they tell you this product goes together with this product. Sorry, it's not upselling. I'm so sorry for that. Cross-selling. We are talking about cross-selling. Let's go to Beauty Hub. Let's go to their products like Neutrogena. Let's go to their retinol. They are not cross-selling. They usually cross-sell. They usually tell you frequently bought with this. They usually show you this one plus another one plus another one, then equals to, they give you a discount. They try to show you how much you will save if you buy them together. It also happens a lot in Amazon. Oh, this is a book by oh, I just came to Amazon and the first thing I meet is this book is by Dr. Lydia Wambogo. This book is by Dr. Lydia Wambogo. I think about her every time, so I tend to be obsessed with her business. So when I like you, I'm obsessed with your things. So let's try to come here, deals in PC, and let's see if they are cross-selling anything, whatever cleaning brands. Let's try to buy this one. Let's see if they are cross-selling us. Yeah, now this is cross-selling. You see, when they're telling you buy this one with this one and this one, and then they tell you add to cart these three products. Others even try to show you how much you are saving. That is now cross-selling. You see, even when you go to the supermarket and you're buying this dishwashing soap and they are giving you a small baby attached, they are cross-selling. They are selling you more. Now they try to show you you're saving something. They are cross-selling you. Now this is how cross-selling looks like mostly. And in a supermarket, it's whereby you go and you see the soap. It's in the same section with the detergent. It's in the same section with fabric softener. So you tend to buy those three things. Even bleach is there. So fabric softener, bleach, detergent, and bar soap. So you tend to buy them all together because they, like we have said in cross-selling, products that are in cross-selling is a sales technique where the seller promotes additional or complementary product or a service to a customer who has already made a purchase or has expressed purchase. Na wewe kwenda section ya sabuni, you have expressed interest. Okay, me coming here, I have already expressed interest in these paper towels. Now they're trying to upsell me something else. Okay, they're trying to sell me toilet paper. You see, they're trying to say, Jane, hey, you, as much as you need paper towel, we can sell you toilet paper. And then, Jane, we can also sell you drawstrings. I don't know what these are. Okay, Amazon basic tall kitchen. This is for rich people. If we have rich people here, you can probably explain to us this is what. Now they are telling me these are paper towels, you buy them with tissue, and these are the strings that I don't even know. And guess what? I might even buy them, then come here, pay $69. They might even lie to me. They're giving me a special offer, but they're just cross-selling me. So now, have you understood cross-selling? Mumeelewa cross-selling ama mmelala kwa darasa? Ama mmelala kwa darasa? Lazima mjue ku cross-sell. You need to learn how to sell complementary products. Me, as a freelance web designer, when I am designing your website, I am going to charge you Candle Web Design. Next, Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager, Facebook Pixel, Candle. Next, Data Studio. The other one, affiliate program, Candle. 4 products. Okay? And I can keep quiet. Not cross-sell. Just design your website. Then I engage myself after I'm done with that website after I have delivered it. I can tell you something called I can do something called upselling. Okay? So what is upselling? Upselling is a strategy where a seller persuades a customer to purchase something more expensive or an upgraded version of a product or service they are already considering to have or have already purchased. Good example, softwares that you use. Good example, StreamYard. StreamYard is a good example where they know how to upsell you. Let me show you the software I'm using to stream live for you. StreamYard. Let's come here and look at StreamYard. I know I'm not sharing my screen. I know I'm sharing the presentation, but let me show you how StreamYard works. StreamYard is very clever when it's upselling. Now, if you look at my old video, they have powered by StreamYard. Okay? They have what? Powered by StreamYard. Jane, if you're not going to buy our product, we are going to make sure we put our logo on your video so everybody can know you're using free StreamYard. Jane, you are using free StreamYard, you're going to advertise us to everybody. Okay? That is now them telling me we are going to upsell you. We are going to upsell you our service so that, Jane, you stop using free StreamYard. You see, free StreamYard that has their logo. If you look at my old videos, they usually have a logo for StreamYard. Can you see my screen? My old videos, they usually have the free one. The free StreamYard, and there is no problem with using free things. Okay, so then I am like, you know what, I don't like the StreamYard logo, so I come and buy this one. The same happens to email marketing softwares like GetResponse. The one that I use, I've used GetResponse for 7 years. Now with GetResponse, they give you the free one. Now the free one, when you're sending emails to people, there is a watermark of them telling them she's using GetResponse. Anybody who knows how to look will know, huyu anaanza biashara. She's using free GetResponse. So, free of charge for 30 days. No credit card required. Now, they try to upsell you a package of $15. They tell you its benefit. They make the deal sweeter by showing you the most popular, which is $48. They even continue to show you a much better one for $97. Okay? StreamYard is doing the same. They even try to tell you number of participants on screen, and 8 destination for streaming, 3 destination for streaming. Me, I'm on this one. 4 seats, 250 webinar viewers, pre-recorded stream, 2 hours. They add more features there. You see all basic features, which is all these features, they are here. So you see this, they upsold me from free to basic, and now they want to upsell me to professional, which is likely to happen very soon when this channel grows. Now, this upselling, let me know, where do you see upselling in supermarkets? Niambieni kwenye mnaonanga upselling in supermarket. Niambieni ni wapi unaambiwangwa ukinunua hii, then ununue hii more expensive, utapata better features. Okay? Now, when it comes to freelancing, like me, okay, sometimes I will hold the information, like I will design the customer the website before I even tell them about, a good service you can upsell as a web designer is actually the SEO service. Because if you're going to charge SEO for like over 50K, 50,000 shillings a month, because I really don't understand any SEO specialist who is charging anything below 50,000 what they're doing in this world, because they are really bad people. If you're doing that, if you're doing anything below 50,000 and you're an SEO specialist, you are a very bad person. We si mtu mzuri, we unaharibu soko. We si mtu mzuri. So 50 times 12 months, that is like 600,000 shillings, right? So now let's say like a website had costed like kitu kidogo ka 50K, 30 yangu na charging from 30 kwenda juu. So from hapo ka 30 ulikuwa tu umewanini kanini, then you realize, hey, I can upsell you this service for SEO, or you upsell them Data Studio, Google Analytics, and everything. You upsell them that package for like 100K. Now that is how you're supposed to go upselling. Or you upsell them marketing services. Now you do for them marketing. You upsell them. It's much, because marketing services is more valuable than even the web design service. Because a website that has no traffic is useless. Okay? So are you understanding me? The concept of upselling. Upselling, you start here as you go here. Cross-selling, it's kind of horizontal. And it complements. This other one doesn't have to complement. This one, you are offering a much better deal. You see, if you design a website and you leave it to them, na hawana nini, na hawana marketing strategy, they don't have a marketing strategy, it's useless. But then you bring something more valuable, SEO, affiliate. You bring them digital marketing services like you're going to do for them Google Ads. It's supposed to be up here. In fact, data analytics is supposed to be here, and then digital marketing is supposed to be now up. Okay? Are we together in the concept of upselling? Can you see how Get Response, Start, they are upselling? Let's go back. Do you see how they are upselling? The first one is 0. The second one is basic. The other one, this other one is free trial. They start with the 30 days free trial. Then they upsell you the email marketing package for $15. When they improve the features, you pay for more. Let's go back to the definition of, no, I was not showing you. Let's go. If it's StreamYard, they move you from the 01. They tell you, I will not show my logo on your whatever, pay $20. Then they tell you, if you pay $39, I will even do you this. In email marketing, like Get Response, they tell you for 30 days, I give you for free. Then after 30 days, I'm going to like give you this. Even if you upgrade, you will have better deal, better offer. And you see it goes getting expensive. Yeah? That is now upselling. Now, okay. Upselling is a sales strategy where the seller persuades a customer to purchase more expensive or upgraded version of a product or service they are already considering or have purchased. It involves offering premium or high-end options. Okay? Features or add-ons that provide greater value or benefits to the customer. When you are upselling, as much as it's a strategy you're using to persuade them, it still adds more value to the customer. It brings more value to the customer, okay? But also remember, Remember, in cross-selling, you are still bringing more value, but you want to increase the revenue every customer is spending on your website. Okay, the same case applies to this. The goal of upselling and downselling, of upselling and cross-selling, is to make sure you maximize the revenue from every customer who comes in contact with your products and services. The goal of upselling is to increase the overall value of the sale, maximize revenue by convincing customers to spend more than they initially intended. This one does not complement. This one, its goal is to convince the customer to spend more than they intended. And I don't know why you're not doing that. And I have showcased, you see, most popular. Get response shows you most popular. Let's see StreamYard, how they are behaving, how they are telling you. You see, they are saying more popular, most popular. Stay with your most popular. Me, I'm using that basic one. Me, I am basic, like no, like there is no tomorrow. Higher. Now, I have this neighbor of mine, but walihama, nilikuwa naishi huku chini, sasa naishi huku juu. Daktari, profesa ametembea kwangu, nilihama. Profesa nilihama huku chini, niko huku juu. So my neighbor who was living opposite, I have friends who are professors. Did I tell you, my clients, the minimum requirement is usually a master's degree? I do not want to struggle when I'm speaking English. I'm not going to struggle explaining things to people. I want to explain things to educated people. Educated people like the ones who are here. Now, the house girl had finished Form 4. You see those who are finishing Form 4, sijui March, sijui January. Those who are doing exam beginning of the year. The house girl was in that group. So when I was living in my other apartment, this girl would come and put token in my house, and she used to irritate me. I used to tell her, mwekange token, mwachange kunisumbua. And she told me one day, okay, kusema ukweli, it's not token huwa inaisha, natakanga kukuja kukuuliza mambo ya kufanya hizi vitu za online. So now I started softening because I learned she wanted to just have an opportunity to talk to me. And she would ask me what I do, if she can do them. And I told her, and I asked her, what do you want with your life? She told me she wanted to put money together and go to college and do accounting. And I told her, if you're raising money to go to college and study accounting for like, I don't know how many years, you might end up struggling with school fees. You might end up doing things that girls do when they're in college that get them pregnant, that get them to do abortions. You don't want to do those things. Now, if I were you, with my small salary of like 9,000, I would take an online course on a platform like Coursera. I would get the certificate. I would go on YouTube. I told her to go do a bookkeeping course on Coursera. And I would go on YouTube and understand things like QuickBooks. I would go on trial with QuickBooks. I would then leave those things. I would go on Google Maps and I would look for people in the United States, because you're likely, if you go to Coursera, those people who will teach you bookkeeping are likely to be in the US. So they are likely to teach you things from the perspective of the American, everything. You know, even me, the things I have learned, I learned them to do them the way Wazungu do it, the way they do it. So when I listen to Kenyan business people and they give me their perspective, I realize these people have two different ways of doing things. So I told her how to go about it. And then I told her, then go to Google Maps, go look for barber shops, go look for spas, go look for those businesses that no one is interested in. Because a lot of people will approach a non-profit, a lot of people will approach A lot of people will approach a law firm, a real estate firm. You go to barbershop, this spas, small business, and tell them you can help them with bookkeeping. Now, when you get somebody you can help with bookkeeping, the next thing you want to do after you have gotten that customer is now go run now the real accounting, the mathematic part of money. That one, you accountant understand that language. I do not know it. After you study that, now you will now tell them you can offer them that service, and you tell them the money they can pay you. If you are an accountant, that is how you upsell. You don't go telling somebody takufanyia bookkeeping, accounting na auditing zote pamoja. If that's how you do it, you don't go doing that. You tell them the bookkeeping package is like this, the accounting, the tax and the everything is, you should have packages, and every package should go like this up. Okay, but ukikuja kwa Wakenya anakuwekea mashakura, like information yake ni kama mashakura zimewekwa kwa kisahani, anakupatia nia yote. You're leaving so much money on the table when you put everything together. You should say bookkeeping, and then this one is like this, and then this one is, the other one is like this. They should, zinafaa kukua kando kando, ndio bei ikue hivi. Okay, so I hope that will help you with doing business as a freelancer and as somebody who sells services. As a freelancer, as whichever service you're providing, it will help you so much. So if it's somebody like Faith is a relationship coach. Hey Jane, hey Faith has a book that she sells. She can sell the book, which is around $7. Then she can upsell them. She can upsell the coaching program. If it's Daktari, if it's Lydia has a free course. She has a free, let me explain for Lydia. Lydia has a free course on YouTube. She teaches research method. You know, I am here struggling with 2,000 subscribers. I guided Lydia how to go about YouTube. She's at 15,000. Hey, Ava has no balance. So now, Ava has no balance. Now, Lydia has this free course on research methods. And on the free course, she upsells her book. Okay, her book. And today she had a live class. She had a Q&A in her channel, and I had her tell students she has a book and she has a course in SPSS. The book is around 20. It's how much, Lydia? 18. And then her course is 140, the one for live class. And then there is another course she sells around $250. So you have to go upselling. Upselling, the price has to go up, and the product has to have more value, to provide more value to the customer. Higher. Now, let's go to the other one, the third one, the one all of you are expert of. Hey, downselling. Gani mwadhani? Si mnapenda kujidownsell? Accountant mzima. Nitakuofa service ya accountant. Retainer ni ngapi? 5,000. That question, and then I laughed. 5,000. Is it supposed to make your hair or your nails? She disconnected the phone, then she called back. To be honest, that price, I say no. Even me, hapana. Hata siwaambie watu 15,000 ya accountant. You know that lady yesterday, was it yesterday or the other day? She texted me and she told me, when you spoke to me, Jane, I sat down, I called myself a meeting in the evening, then I went to the post that you had posted. I got a customer and I charged her 8,500. I did the work overnight, 8,500 overnight. That girl stepped up. That girl stepped up to her power. Take the healing power. You people who are possessed by the demon of downselling, I tell you to take the power of upselling. Nisikia mkidownsell tena. karibu soko. Unatengenezea mtu website na 50,000, una downsell SEO, unauza 5,000 every month. Are you out of your mind? Utalipaje SEO tool? Who does that? Only a person who is desperate, and you're not desperate. You're not. You know why you're desperate? You don't have confidence. You don't believe in yourself. Let me tell you something. I recommended, when we were starting with Lydia, that professor. Let me give you a story with professor. When we were starting off with professor selling her SPSS course, she was selling it at 25,000 shillings. That time dollar ilikuwa 1 something. Nikaambia Lydia, because we are not getting sales, let's lower the price. Let's give people a price. She told me, give me another option. But the option of lowering my service, I am not taking it. I looked for other options. And the option I came up with, we divided the course into module. Module 1, you pay this amount. Module 2, you pay this amount. Module 3, you pay this amount. And the course started selling. That is when I learned the importance of confidence. When she told me, I have worked so hard to be where I am. My teaching technique is very simple. Students understand everything. Now that is when I started, even me myself, reflecting at myself, because I was that downseller. I was possessed with the demon of downselling myself. That when I listened to that professor, I was like, I need this type of confidence. And all of you who are here, I bless you in the name of, with the spirit of upselling, because that demon of downselling is very dangerous. Downsellers, where are you? Come here. And all of us, we have people who downsell. We like buying products in supermarket when they have discount. They are telling us they are giving us discount. In real sense, they are not giving us discount. We end up overspending. Your downselling technique should only make people buy more. Higher. Downselling. Downselling is a sales technique employed when a customer declines to purchase a higher priced product or service. Mimi sitakulipa hiyo accounting 5K. Niko na zao. Ni sawa Chem. Si utanipea review. Hata hiyo review sitakupea. Haya, I will use you, I will mistreat you when you are working, and I will refuse to give you a review. Instead of losing the sale entirely, the seller offers an alternative of less expensive option that still meets the customer needs or preference. How many here do that? How many here downsell? How many here have the spirit of downselling? Most of us here are downsellers. Please, I rebuke that demon of downselling. Your freelance service. My fellow downsellers, raise your hand. I see you. Where are your hand? Raise your Let us see those with the spirit of downselling. Let us see those who with the spirit of downselling. She's saying panty liners. Yeah. You cross-sell sanitary towels with cross liners. You cross-sell duvet cover with pillowcase and your duvet itself. She's also saying, yes, we can see the screen. Yes, we can see. Okay. Very interesting topic, though I'm traveling LOL, laughing out loud. Then we have Lydia. Thank you, Jane. I appreciate. I have understood. Making sense. Electronics. I don't get you, Dad's Kitchen, when you're talking about electronics. We have, yeah, we upsell sana sana. Do we upsell in electronics or do we cross-sell? When we are selling in electronics, when we are selling a TV, because an aerial, you see the aerial or the DSTV thing, we sell a TV and then we tell them the aerial is here. Remember cross-selling, products have to complement each other. The price doesn't matter. You can sell the TV guard. You remember, you see the TV with a TV guard and an aerial. Okay, that is cross-selling. You can sell a laptop with the external mouse and a nini and even laptop wipes. That's cross-selling. Somebody here is laughing. Faith is saying, hey, Jane. Hey, Faith. Virtual assistant is saying, SEO specialist msiharibu soko, please. Msituharibie soko. Mkienda kuuza services zanyu 5,000. Understanding kabisa. Yes. Jacqueline Chalo. Oh, yes. Okanya Innocent. Oh, yes, we are. Remote Solve is giving me a laughing face. I need that confidence. Yes. Every time you find yourself downselling, most of the time it's confidence as a freelancer. But I'm going to show you when to downsell and how to play with the mind of people when it's in a product. A product can be a subscription fee of a software or a physical product like a cup, like a laptop, like these ring lights. But services, downselling services, for me, no. Ati uko virtual assistant una downsell services zako? I rebuke that spirit of downselling. I rebuke it with a serious face. Nisikia mkidownsell na nyinyi accountant. Haya. Umeshanikemea yawa. Aki moyesi we nilikuwa nakemea hiyo kashetani ya kudownsell. Hiyo kashetani hapana. Hiyo kashetani is a no. Haya. Downselling aims to salvage the sale by providing an alternative solution that is more affordable or aligned with the customer's budget, thereby maintaining goodwill with the customer and potentially paving the way for future sales and services. How many here have downsold their services as freelancers? Okay, but let's look at how LinkedIn Premium downsells. That's a service. A product like StreamYard is a product. This is a product. It's only that is a digital product. It's a software. Okay? So, now msiingiwe na uoga. Do you know why you downsell if you're a freelancer? You're downselling because you're scared and because you are out of options and because you live in scarcity mode. What you do to overcome downselling yourself as a freelancer, every day you have something you're presenting to somebody new. Every day you're talking to a new client. So at the end of the month, you will have spoken to 30. Now, out of these 30 people, even if you just have one conversion, mwenye anaweza kulipia bills zako, is way much better than having 10 conversions that will not pay your bills. Okay? Alafu, tuseme uko na shida ya 1K. So you end up taking a job ndio usolve shida ya 1K. Why don't you just get better and bigger problems, like a problem of ata tu ya 10K, ata tu ya 100K? You increase your problems. You say, niko na shida ya 10K, so my services nitacharge 10K. Niko na shida ya 100K, so I think nikilipisha customer hii atasolve hiyo shida yangu. You know, change your way of thinking. You will save yourself so much. Okay? This is how LinkedIn downsell their premium, and you should leverage on this. So LinkedIn, they they give you free trial. Okay, they give you what? Free trial. When they give you free trial, you cancel it before they cut money in your nini. They ask you for feedback and for you to confirm cancellation. Then they ask you if you are sure if you want to continue to cancel. They even try to show you what you're missing out. Okay? They try to show you what you're missing out. Now, what most freelancers do, instead of trying to show the client what they are missing out, if they don't go with the budget they have proposed, they downsell themselves by saying, naweza kufanyia na hii bei basi. Hata wewe ndio unajitoa kafara. You're sacrificing yourself. Wewe tu unaitoa kwa mdomo yako. Hata ukiona amehesitate ama amenyamaza ama body posture yake imechange, you're supposed to keep quiet. They give you the answer. Okay? What LinkedIn is doing, they continue telling you what you will miss out if you cancel. If you keep your subscription, you get the 17,400 courses. If you cancel the subscription, you should be selling your value. Wachana na ukaiona hata client anaingilia mambo ya pesa. Talk about the value you provide. Argue from the point of the value you provide, not from the value of price. Not unajua nitakukatia bei jueni, achana na mambo ya bei. Step out of the mentioning the prices and stepping into saying these are the benefits. Then they continue and tell me premium benefits and credit that end with subscription. They're still telling me you will lose emails. You will lose top choice job. They're telling you what you're going to miss out on. Then after they see I'm serious, they are like, hey, Jenny, wacha tukupe hii premium. Badala ya utulipange hii premium for a month 32.19, let's make it 50%. Na mimi ni nani? Nikachukua hiyo ya 50%. Sasa nalipanga hii 1609. Okay? But you see, they still downsold. They downsold me. They downsold me and they told me in 2 months, let us give you that. And then on the 3rd month, you go back to your 32.19. Okay? Now us, we keep downselling, una downsell. Ukiangalia hii kazi, haiwezi kulipia rent, haiwezi kulipia maji, it can't pay for your anything. Okay? So when do we downsell? When we are doing vitu kama za kamokonji, vitu kama vitabu. When somebody, because I talk about digital businesses, when somebody comes to your website and they buy something and they add something to cart and they don't purchase, even Apple use that technique, but they're not giving you a discount. If you ever go to Apple website, if you put Nini to America, you add it to cart, or even on Amazon, you add anything to cart and wait for some time, they give you a discount. Even Jumia, they always give you a discount. Okay? So that is downselling. But in reality, in real sense, they are usually not downselling you. They have calculated their margin and it's okay. And that's why you should be very sharp as a freelancer when you're downselling yourself. You should know. Miss was encourage if you're freelancing, you downsell. But if you have a technique of downselling as a freelancer that works, you are welcome to come up here and give us that technique. We will be glad, we will appreciate it with both hands. So, ladies and gentlemen, ukienda supermarket and you find a special offer ya mafuta ya kupika, most of the time they are downselling. Ni ukweli kuna hiyo offer, sikatai. But in most cases, if you look at the expiring dates, in most of the time, you end up overspending. You either end up overspending when you see those offers. Na ukiangalia expiring date, zina expire. Personally, I don't buy things on offer. Yeah. But if ni kwa add to cart na unaona huyu customer ako karibu kununua, you can downsell them and they buy. But in reality umecalculate margin zako, unaelewa. Cause in most cases hakuna discount unakwanga ukipewa. They are still making profit. They just want to sell in bulk. Okay? So I'm going to share my link. That's the end of my class. That's the end of today's class. I'm going to share my link. You all know I usually teach for 1 hour. Then we have a conversation for the rest of the time. So I will share the link here. You come join us. In the chat, we have shared the link. Join us. Ask me questions. Ask the audience questions. Give your opinion. You can disagree with me. You can say, hey, Jane, I don't agree with you on this and that. And yeah. So, higher. Anne is saying, did it most recently. It's an ongoing contract. I think because it's people well known to me. Halafu, there is a startup. They are startup. But lately, I have been regretting taking up in the first place. Now, I'm a web designer, and a lot of people come to me and they tell me, hi, Jane, we have seen you have great work. We are a startup. When they tell you we are a startup, they are telling you, can you pay us bad? Can we pay you badly? That's what they are telling you. They are telling you, can we pay you badly? Because we do not have money. And remember, because they are startup, they might not even pay you on time. After they underpay you, they might not even pay you on time. Any website I have designed is for a startup. All those websites I have designed, all those people who are starting their business. Nobody should ever underpay you because they are a startup. A lady from Italy approached me and I gave her my rates. And she told me, I see you have very good services. I know the way you are presenting yourself, it's great. But I was wondering if you could lower your service rate, because we are going to grow big. This is in her head. You should never lower your prices because of a dream someone has in their head. It's here in their head. It's not the reality. The reality is them paying you what you're worth. Anything else that is not that is in their head. Yeah. So me, my lady from Italy, I told her, I am a freelancer, and I think if you want me to lower my rates, then work towards the future of your company. You should give me a share. She declined. She can't give me the share. Always ask for a share. Ask for a share. That is what Jack Ma did with Alibaba. He told people, don't leave me, I'll give you the share of my company. Bas. Na kuna wakili yako hapo involved. She didn't. Then I told her, you know what? You're very poor in negotiation skills. I highly doubt you will even make it in your business. If you cannot give me a share, that is why you cannot be able to attract investors to invest in your business. So you can pay in freelancers. So you can pay service providers. It's simple as that. You either give me a share or you go look for investors that will give you money. You come and be able to hire me. End of story. Sasa, Anne, take this as a lesson. Just because they are startups, you are not a startup virtual assistant, you are not a startup web designer, you are a business person who is here to run a profitable business. And profit is not just making money that will pay your 1 month bill. It's something that will even ensure that your mental state, your mental health is amazing. Okay? Yeah. continue kuwahurumia. They thought my rates were high when I mentioned them and they couldn't afford. Nikawahurumia. Have you asked yourself, how come you guys, you're a startup, but you can't be able to do fundraising? Like you can't even get investors to give you funding. They are poor in negotiation. So when they come to you, they will negotiate from a perspective of begging. And most of us Africans are very good at begging. Waishe, nifanyie hii kazi, watoto wangu narudishe shule next week, so sina pesa mingi. No, enda urudishe watoto wako shule ukinini kuje tufanye kazi. That's how I tell people. Mi sifanyangi, sinanga masi. If we Africans want to be rich, we need to stop being, first of all, beggars, and second of all, people of mercy, always showing mercy. You should have asked for a share and see if they will reciprocate the mercy. And next time go ask for a share. But tulijitia kitanzi. It's very interesting. Jonte!
Yaje.
Welcome home, mambo bro.
Poa sana.
Karibu sana. Haya, wacha tusome comment ya mwisho. Hello Jen, as a virtual assistant, what would you cross-sell and upsell? Thank you. It depends with the type of a virtual assistant you are. Okay, I don't know the services you sell as a virtual assistant. So, but like I have said, as a web designer, after designing a website, upsell something like Google Tag Manager, Facebook Pixel, could track hizo vitu zote, or upsell something like affiliate marketing, or upsell something like an SEO and data studio. Yeah, so like, hello Jane, as a virtual assistant, I don't know the services you sell as a virtual assistant. What is the role of a virtual assistant, John?
It's like a PA.
A personal what does a PA do? You know, mimi sijafanya kazi kwa corporate world kwenye kunaandikangwa PA. Mi ni wa NGO na kusomesha.
I have been a virtual assistant for some kind of years, but I don't know whether it depends with the person you're working with. You find whereby you're the person who schedules the calendar.
Yes.
You reply emails. There are tasks that you assigned, you complete on behalf of that client. But as I say, I think it depends with the client you are dealing with. He might be maybe a professor. But now you are being an assistant to somebody who is in US, but you're in Kenya. That is why I think they call it virtual rather than personal assistant. So you find, like for my case, I used to also, on behalf of the client, I used to order things from Alibaba and ship them to Amazon. I'm the person. Now I'm the person who does packaging or gives instructions for packaging, and all that, and also managing the accounts. For example, I was the person who used to pay those other people who are working in his company. I was managing his PayPal. I was also paying myself.
Haya.
Na siku ijipatia inaitagwa aje. Sikujiongezea mshahara. I was not faithful. I used to manage.
So how can a virtual assistant upsell their services?
Maybe you can come up with like a package. For example, you can say the stuff you can do for a person. For example, you can say maybe I'll be shading your what do you call it? Your calendar, replying mails, and some other things. Maybe I don't know how I can put it, but now you put something extra that you're offering at maybe a higher, better price. Maybe you have packages. Packages. This package, Tier 1, goes at $350 per month with specific with a certain number of services that you are willing to offer. Uh, Maybe for that person, to get to add more money, if they go to the next one, they will get such other extra services. Maybe at 450, I'm going to also. I'm trying to see which other service that you can add for you to upsell that service that you are doing as a virtual assistant. But I
I
remember
want.
also, like,
Mhm. You
you act
remember
like
also?
also you also act like a HR. You are managing the team. You are supervising the team. Before the work they have completed reaches the big man, the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're the person going through that work. You are the person proofreading whatever they have done. Then you forward it
Okay.
to. Yeah, you're making work easier for that person, for the manager, the director.
You see, Fiverr is a very nice place where people upsell their services. So, like this lady, can you all see my screen? Yeah, so this lady is trying to. I usually go to Fiverr if I want to see how people are upselling themselves, because you can see the basic, standard, and premium. And one and done, 1 hour work, she's charging 30. She's charging 3 hours at $85 instead of 90. And she's charging 6 hours of work at 170. So I don't know. You see how she's upselling herself from the concept of time. I don't know. From time. Yeah, anamesha nini yake na time. Anajiupsell na time. John.
Yeah, yeah, that is also a very good idea. Actually, I don't know how I didn't even think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, this other one is your virtue. I always say if you're going to be selling your services online, you're going to come to Fiverr and look at what other people in your niche are doing. And what I can see here, it's people upselling, the virtual assistant upselling their skills based on time. Hebu tuone. I think upselling could also be OBM because most clients end up putting you in charge of their business. OBM means
I'm not sure. Let me see.
because her competitors are organization behavior management.
Yeah.
She's telling us I think upselling could also be OBM because most clients end up putting you in charge of their other businesses.
That is
Online
true.
business manager. Yeah. So what I would do if I were you, remote solve virtual assistant, personally, I would come and look at what my competitors are doing. And if I notice they are charging, remember most Americans when they are coming, when they are looking for virtual assistant or when they are looking for freelancers, they usually come to websites like Fiverr and Upwork because they know people on those sites are cheap. And here you can see this one will do 1 hour work at $10, 3 hour work at $30, and 5 hour work at $50. So for me, I would charge myself in hourly rate. Mm-hmm.
Let me correct you somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, those platforms are not cheap. It depends with how you what do we call it? It depends with how you quote your services. Because me, I
Mm-hmm.
remember there's a guy who used to be paid $1,000 per
Mm-hmm.
hour to write an article. It doesn't matter whether you have written 2 words, but as long
Mm-hmm.
as it is an hour, there you
Mm-hmm.
are being paid $1,000. That is 100K Kenya shillings or more per hour. But at the same time, you find it's for another instance, for another example is like you find you are charging a website 50,000, but there's another person who is charging the same at 5,000. You see, you other kwani where are they these getting even getting domain? Are they even getting compensated for their time? Are they charging for so you find it's like the way you are saying you might find people wanalipisha SEO even 10,000. There's a case one time, I think it was in 2021 or 2022. I had done cross selling, whereby I was designing a website. Then I proposed about an SEO. It was a good deal compared to when they pay Google ads. They saw that they were, instead of making profits, like whatever they were getting, they were spending on ads. So I proposed, what if you be paying me this much per month and I'll be working on SEO? And it was a good idea. In the along the way, somebody came with a very nice idea from media. Akakuja akaambiwa, I know some people who have done a website who are doing SEO for a friend. I know, and the website is doing well. They are charging 15,000. So this guy comes and tells me, "Hey, John, how long do you think this will take?" I tell them, minimum 3 months. For SEO to start working, it has to take up to 3 months for you to
Yeah.
start results. Now this person is like, no, it is taking long. I've been told by those guys in media they can even do it within 2 weeks. And for every month, they will be paying 50. He will be paying 15,000. I'm like, huh? Are you sure? Maybe ni mimi sijui Kenya nafanya. And because sikutaka kung'ang'ana asione ni kama niko haja sana na pesa, I let it go. And
Okay.
alienda akafanyiwa na Indians. Indians wakang'ang'ana the first month, nothing, no results. This guy is now approaching me and ananiambia, hebu nichekie website yangu iko wapi kwa Google. Mimi nina offer, ninasema wacha nikuangalilia because hata mimi nataka kuona hiyo site ya 2 weeks because ikiwork hata mimi nataka wanitrain.
Yeah.
So ikaenda the second month, still analipa 15,000 per month. Ikafika the third month, akaniambia, John, unajua nimeitikia kufikisha the third month because mimi ninaona ni kama ulikuwa unaniambia kwa ukweli it has to take up to 3 months ndio to start showing results. Ako like, okay, so far you have already paid 45,000. So
Yeah.
akaniambia, what do you think I should do? Nikamwambia, wewe uliza wale watu Kenya wanafanya na wakupatia updates. So these guys are begging and telling, tupatie another one extra month, sasa itakuwa ni fit, itakuwa ni sawa. So imefika 60,000, no results. Ame waste time.
Ame waste money. Okay, but she's saying, yes, we do that with time. Wanacharging with, she's saying as a virtual assistant, they charge with time, even social media management, time and number of posts. Yeah, for me, I think if I was a virtual assistant, I would charge based on time. A consultant should charge based on time. But as you continue, because your value increases as you gain experience, you should charge more.
But
Yeah.
now the trickiest point here is this: in Kenya, you find whereby people don't want to factor time. They want like a day, a whole day, like we are used to from 8 to 5, and they want to pay the amount that you get paid on these other platforms. And that is why you find people are stuck to Upwork, Fiverr, freelancer.com because they understand ama they respect your time. Hapa mtu anakwambia kulipe like in a day kulipe 500 the whole day, na hiyo ni pesa unaanigi maybe in an hour. So unaona kukuwa independent contractor inakuwaga a bit tricky. It depends also with your negotiating power.
Yeah.
Wewe ni mkali sana, wewe hata unaweza uzia mtu shamba.
Mimi William. William, tell us something. Talk to us, William. William ako wapi? So we have a lady here. Her name is Jacqueline Chalo. Jacqueline is saying, hello, Jane. How can you convert lead to buyers? Now, Jacqueline, converting leads to buyer it's a customer journey. So there is something that I teach that I've taught that it's called a sales funnel. And I think our next class should be on sales funnel so that Jacqueline can understand. Okay. Let me show Jacqueline what a sales funnel look like. And William amekataa kuongea.
Anasema ako kwa njia.
A sales funnel. So can she see my screen? Jacqueline, so this is called a sales funnel. So for a customer, it's not even a customer. For a lead. For a lead to even convert, it's a long journey. A journey that can take a few hours, a journey that can take days, a journey that can take weeks, a journey that can take years before the customer convert. If you approach a cold audience, the journey of converting the lead is likely to be long. If you approach a hot audience, the journey of converting a lead is likely to be very short. Okay? Now you have to understand those two aspects. Jacqueline, uko hapa? Are we together on that? Now, when you understand, is my audience cold or hot? Now, who is a cold audience? Somebody somewhere, random people on Facebook, in some group that doesn't discuss or is not interested in the services that you are offering. Or you just take a phone and you call somebody who is not even likely to buy your service. Or you go on LinkedIn and you start connecting with people who, when you post your things, are not likely to buy anything from you. Okay, that is a cold audience. So you have to educate them pole. Okay, who is a hot audience? If you watch this tutorial here, if you watch this video here, where is that video? If you watch this video here, can you hear? Mnasikia ikicheza? Mnasikia sauti yake?
No.
Mnaisikia?
Nope. Umepause.
Can you hear it? Can you hear the video?
Umepause. Not playing.
It is refusing to play.
No sound.
No sound.
Yeah.
So, Jacqueline, what you're supposed to do is number one, understand your audience. Is your audience hot or is your audience cold? Now, as a beginner, you want to put yourself in front of a hot audience. What do I mean? If you're going to be on LinkedIn and that is where you are selling your services, for instance, this lecturer that I told you, she teaches gender studies and teaches human resource and people policemen how to handle gender-based violence at place of work. She goes to LinkedIn, and whom does she connect with on LinkedIn? Human resource managers, policemen, people in military, people in these senior office, in these senior positions, in the government, anawatoa kwa nini, in security sector anawatoa, anaenda kwa LinkedIn anawanyakua, anawaongelesha kando, anawaambia I can teach your security people, your team, how to handle gender-based violence, and this is the package I have for team in my website. You see, she has put herself in front of the hot market, the human resource. But imagine aende akafunze gender studies kwa nani? Kwa mtu kama mimi. First of all, I'm a freelancer. I'm not likely to experience harassment, sexual harassment at work. But if she had a course on how to handle sexual harassment on the internet, it makes sense. Amaje, John?
True.
Okay, so you have first of all to put yourself in hot audience so that your funnel is not long. Now let's look at the funnel. A sales funnel looks like this. It sometimes can have 6 stages, sometimes it can have 4. The level of awareness, where you have to teach to make people aware of your services. You have to tell them, hey, this is what I do. You have to educate people about your services. And everybody has to do this stage. Everybody has to be involved in this stage, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, this stage is a must in any business. You have to do awareness. It's either by posting consistently, or by following up, or by holding a discovery call with people, making them aware of the things that you do. That's called the awareness stage. Okay? Then these people, they start gaining interest. Okay? Then they start sitting down and analyzing what you're offering, and they start gaining interest. Then they come and negotiate the price. Then they buy from you. Now, another thing you have to consider apart from your hot audience or cold is the price of your product. If you're selling something like real estate product, the customer journey is likely to be longer. Okay? Because you have now to tell people about your product as a person in real estate. Now, in real estate, let's say you're selling those high-end apartments that go for like 40 million and you just sell 2 in a year. You are sorted for 1 year. So the customer journey is likely to be longer. Okay? So now you have to educate, you have to create awareness in the market first, like the way I did with that post I did on African leading ladies. I educated people about the services that I offer. Then when I educated these people about the services that I offer, those people who commented, liked, I friend requested them. And when I friend requested them, they started following me on Facebook. And I kept posting things that they could relate with. And now they became consistent buyers. And I make sure on my post, I tell them I charge. People pay for my services. People pay for this and that. When you say I charge, when you are talking, a lot of people usually say, I am going to do this 1, 2, 3 for you at a small fee. It should be, I do 1, 2, 3 at 5,000. I do 1, 2, 3 at 10,000. I do 1, 2, 3 at 100,000. It's not at a small fee. Hata mimi nitanukia. You are scared. Okay? Number 1, we have said you put yourself in front of a hot audience, an audience that is likely interested in your products. Let's say, for instance, you are a lecturer at the university. Who is likely to buy your services? Students. Which student? Masters and PhD students are the ones who are likely to buy those products. So you want to put yourself in front of them by creating this, by being in this audience. Okay? Then from there, when they inquire, you tell them, I do 1, 2, 3, and this is the price I charge. And then that's how you convert people to customers. You have to make them aware, and you have to understand that it takes time to acquire a client. And that's why I always recommend you give yourself the 90 days window. Because from day one, when you talk to a customer, tomorrow you're talking to another customer, tomorrow you're talking to a new prospect, the other day you're talking to a new prospect, and you're giving them a window of 90 days, you're still talking to them about your service, and they're still themselves reconsidering. You have to also understand your prospects, your customers are digesting what you told them. That customer who paid me the money that I showed you in the group, tulikuwa tumemeet na yeye 2021 akanunua kaservice kadogo, then they reached out last year November, nikafanya presentation December, wakaniambia tukule Christmas. January nikatuma contract na invoice na kila kitu na work plan, wakalipa February ikikuja kuisha. You see, and I still had others in the middle. Na msieke hope yenyu kwa mtu mmoja. So have an audience that is hot. Test different marketing strategies. LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook profile, Facebook group. Like me, I joined Facebook group for people whom we speak the same language. When I was selling wall clocks, the animals, I joined Facebook groups for animals. So when I share my wall clock there, they would buy from me. So you cannot go to put a wall clock ya wanyama kwa group ya Kilimani Moms, because number one, watakuban juu ya kuadvertise, and number two, they don't even talk about nini, they talk about moshene. So you have to position yourself first of all to the right audience. Then at the back of your mind, understand every customer ako na jani yake na huwezi enforce things, and you have to teach yourself to be patient. And the other thing is you have to always tell people, I charge this amount. A lot of us, they don't tell the amount. Hatutaki, unauliza mtu na pesa yako ni ngapi, ana hesitate. Hata mi watu wakiniuzia service ana hesitate, ni kama anakuogopa. There is a software engineer in my group, and nikamuuliza, ndio niku video call, do you charge a consultation fee? He told me his prices are for premium clients. And I was like, okay, then can you offer service for free? You see? And then the next day I told him, hey, can we do this and that? He told me I am committed in something. And I told him, why don't you just treat me like your premium client and you charge me a consultation fee? He charged me a consultation fee of 3,500, I think. And I paid it. Na tukakaa na yeye for 1 hour because whatever he was doing was good. But you see, sometimes we also have some assumptions in our head. Maybe huyu haezi kuwa premium. And so we push them aside. Always let people know you're charging. A lot of us do not tell people we are charging. You should say you're charging. So I don't know if I have answered Jacqueline. I've said you have a hot audience, you put yourself in front of them, you tell them about your prices. You just have to tell them you charge. You just have to tell them your prices. Never tell these people you are free. Never offer these people services. End of story. I don't know if I have. Wait, Nani? Modo, do they go so Jacqueline Aroria? Hello, Jane. How can I convert leads to buyers? She has leads. Leads, she has them, but I'm doubting if they are not converting. These are not good leads.
You know, there are also people who wait to see whether you are aggressive enough. You can also keep on doing polite reminders, kind reminders.
Yeah. Follow up.
Yeah, follow-ups. Like, for example, you can come up with a strategy whereby you tell people, this service I was offering, at the moment you inquired about it, it was at 25%, 25% off. So from next month, inaruka to inarudi to the normal price. Akikuuza what was the normal price, maybe you are charging something at 15,000, namwambia the normal price is usually at 25 or 20,000. Ata take that opportunity before it shoots. Yeah. And also avoid that, to keep in touch with these people. Yeah? Kenyans love free things. You can be offering, not necessarily free service, but free information like blogs or the articles that you have written. You share.
She's saying it's very helpful. I hope tumemsaidia. She looks like a very young lady.
Mm,
She has all the energy ya
yeah.
kufollow. Ndio.
Yes. I will tell
I'm
you.
just,
I'm telling you, there's a nini I followed for a long time. Yeah, I followed it for a very long time, and it is about to mature. And it has taken me almost 1 or 2 years. I remember since 2020, but I'll still keep in touch. Huh?
but I'm suspecting she has low quality leads. I'm suspecting her target audience is not that great.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm suspecting her target audience,
mhm,
when she has positioned herself, could be the problem. She has an audience that either she has not showed them that she's capable, or
mhm.
her audience is trash. Like she has an audience that's cold. That's like I think the problem is her audience.
Then another thing might even, there are those people who don't like being bothered. Yeah? Like for example, I said she has to be. It is important to be aggressive, but there are those people who seem like they feel they are desperate when you keep on reminding them. Yeah, when can we start this? There are sometimes hata unajifanyaga hot cake, mkishaongea na mtu wewe umemaliza kenye ulikuwa namwambia, you wait, maybe you do it after some time. Like for example, I give a good example. Somebody in a certain platform I am, asked if there's anybody who knows about WordPress. Luckily, because I read that message later, after some hours, nobody had responded. And I said I have extensive experience for years on WordPress, blah blah blah. Akaniambia, let me inbox you. And we started a conversation with this guy. Then ikaenda, after nimerespond everything, akaniuliza niko wapi. Maybe I thought maybe anauliza where is the office. I was like, I work online, I'm a freelancer, I work from home. Akaniuliza, no, I just wanted where you work from, is it in which estate, hivyo ndio ni see whether it is possible for us to meet. After nimemwambia, nikamwambia at the moment I'm not miuka huku, but at the moment I'm in Gong, and hiyo conversation ilishia hapo.
Yeah,
So
even
So today I was like in the morning, do I start this conversation again? Do I restart it and start by saying good morning? I said no, because I already communicated what that person wanted. Let me wait for them. So but then on the guy is asking, did you ever read the website? Blah 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 blah. Nikamwambia yes. Now I'm now waiting for their response. Yeah? Waendelee. Again, I might be, hey, ni aje tuanze aje niko ready tufanye, and this person anaona this guy is desperate, so whatever my quotation I give, what I have, because they feel that huyu mtu anataka hii kitu, so hata mimi najifanya hot cake sahi. I know
yeah.
I'm really want to getting that job, but naiweka at pause kwanza, nisikae sana niko too desperate. But at the same time also I'm also aggressive, because I can even give it up to 72 hours.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm suspecting it's her audience. I'm suspecting it's her targeting strategy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm suspecting. Because if then you see she's saying leads, meaning she's marketing herself.
Yes.
And if it's this leads, if it's not her target audience, the second thing is she has put so much hope in these people who are telling her, wait, 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 wait. And then akakuwa paralyzed, she's not able to even look for others. Sijui kama unaelewa John.
Yeah,
Nimekuwa in that situation. She could be in that situation. Have you ever been in a situation you're paralyzed because of something and you are unable to like move on to the next thing and be like, hey, I'm going to look for another prospect tomorrow? Maybe she could either be targeting very bad audience, or ameweka hope, anapata huyo lead, anampromise, and then she wakes up hoping tomorrow watafanya job. They don't give her the job. She waits the following day. She waits the following day. Instead of waking up and looking for new prospects, instead of waking up and marketing herself, I think she's experiencing those things. I wish she could tell us more. I wish she could come up here and tell us. Jacqueline, come up here utuambie.
I believe you have ever done a Facebook ad, yeah? When your target and the or plus the audience is wrong, you see people, yes, they will ask for prices, they will write messages, but those customers are not
And wait. Every time I have done a Facebook ad, kwa image lazima niweke bei. Sitakangi kukuja kuulizwa what is the price. You
but
will click on.
Let me tell you, they still ask. Until how much is it? And they can see the price. Even there's a time I used to get mad. I had even today tell the client, see, you look at the image, the price is there. Yeah. So I was saying, sometimes you put an ad, but you target the wrong audience. Yes, you are getting messages, and your ad is consuming whatever you have the amount you have placed, but at the end of it all, you have nothing, no sales, no potential customers. You see,
But
so you might
when you're doing the Facebook ad in the ads manager, there is the behavior and interest where you should go use the engaged ones. You want those who engage in buying.
at least there are those who don't know. They don't know where. For example, I'm selling baby products. I start targeting the wrong audience. Yeah. And you know very well, you can't target a mother who is over 55 years or 65 years unless they are buying for their daughters. So you have
the
to
age
check.
that is likely to buy your baby product is from the age of 18 to 35.
Yes. Those are your potential customers.
Being kept waiting is the main challenge. I knew.
Then another thing, you're pressing the wrong audience. You're trying to explain people as if you are teaching them. This is WordPress. What is WordPress? WordPress is
Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't put yourself in that situation. Jacqueline,
you have taken up to 10 days. Then at the end of it, the person tells you, oh, I don't think I need the service. And it's
Jacqueline,
like
toa watu kwa kichwa yako, kwa roho yako, kwa damu yako, kwa kila kitu. Rudi tena kwa marketing scene. Market yourself again to people. Na mtu akikwambia atanunua kesho, mwambie ni sawa. Kesho mkumbushe, but kesho ukimkumbusha, look for a new prospect. Speak to somebody new. You should look, present. Look, present. Every day utaona siku ikienda haraka. Then these customers themselves will start becoming your customers. Because hawako kwa kichwa yako, you start ninasema nini sasa? Because you are now engaged and things are passing and you're not desperate, you now start attracting buying customers. Sijui kama I'm helping this young lady.
Another example is I have a client who approached me in 2017, but they converted to be a client in 2020. So how many years are those? 3 years.
One, but she can't keep waiting forever.
She can't keep waiting. She has to move on, because hata mimi who client simkubuki. Aliniambia, you remember we had talked about with you, I wanted a site like, I think that time used to be called ORX. I wanted a site like ORX, but I decided not to proceed with it. But now I have another project. That is after 3 years. Na sasa ni long time client up to now. So as we say in French, but still don't put your hope into that. Move on.
That's what she has done.
Go
And
to other
that's very
prospects.
dangerous.
Yeah,
That's what
like
she has done.
for example, when it comes to baby products, whenever a client asks about something, and you see that conversation is not heading anywhere, my point reminder is, when do you think we can deliver? When do you want us to deliver? And I leave
Yeah.
the contacts there and I move to the next client. So you might find that person was inquiring at their first trimester. When they're about to deliver, or when it is some days to delivery, that is when now they tell you you can bring those products after like
Like me,
9 months.
like you see me, I have this program called the Daily Learners, right?
Yeah.
And with the Daily Learners, it's not on Google Maps. I'm going to have Gathoni work on it. And we are going to have a copywriter. And I have asked them questions. We are going to have an accountant to help us with bookkeeping. So I have reached out to all these people. And now we are going to have a lawyer ndio atusaidie kuandika terms and conditions, privacy policy. You know, when you're bringing other people, you have to inquire from experts. And because tukiandika contract yetu na walimu, itaandikwa na mtu anaelewa chenye anafanya. Now, sometimes a client anaweza kuwa akichukua, a prospect anaweza kuwa akiresearch, anaweka vitu zake zote, ndio akuwe na budget ya kurun hiyo business yake. So they are taking time. So yeah, cause me, you see, nikiwa inquire and then I tell them I want to start at this time. I am working on this and this. I really want to, and you see, like mimi nikibring in a copywriter na watu wa SEO, these are not people you're going to drop. These are not people you're going to drop. These are not people you're going to drop anytime soon, because their work cannot be seen after a month or two. It can even take up to 6 months. So you need people you're going to be patient with, and you have a budget for them. So they could be considering you in their budget. That's why they're taking longer, Jacqueline. But Jackie is stuck na prospect wenye wamempromise, so hajimarket, hapresenti wengine wapya. She's still in the hope. She's like the other one. She's like this one. She's like this one. Hoping.
Yeah.
Hoping. Hope is very dangerous in business.
Then another thing, I think, depending on the kind of service you're offering, maybe maybe you don't have a portfolio, you haven't convinced them enough. So
Yeah.
they're also trying to talk to other people with portfolio. It's only that they are not wajaskizana kibei. So if hii bei yao itakuwa juu sana, that is when they will come to her, wamwambie sasa, unajua niko na mtu akona nini mzuri sana, we tufanyie at this price. So you might find also a portfolio, depending on the kind of job you are doing, and especially in some cases, you must have a portfolio. You must have a portfolio.
I agree. So John.
Yes.
What do you think of cross-selling, upselling, downselling? What do you think of today's class?
It was a nice one.
I rebuked so many demons today.
Actually, I wanted to ask you, kwani leo umeamua kupreach? It's only that siku anaona Bible.
Acha nitafanya incantations. I rebuke the spirit.
But can I tell you why most people downsell?
Smoke. Mama, vitu zinatoa moshi.
Sasa tutaanza inaanza kutufunza kukua wizard na witches. Iko na pesa mzuri by the way. Kwa sababu hiyo kukua witch ama wizard, because watu wengi waliacha kuamini Mungu, sasa wanataka vitu za haraka. Quick gratification.
Let me tell you something. I was approached, I get approached by very different people.
Yeah.
I even get approached by those watu wa kusaidia upate pesa. Unaona those things you find on the road zimepachikwa. Mganga kutoka Kitui. I was approached by one.
Anataka website.
Alikuwa anataka website na Google. Na nakwambia zinakuanga.
They are there. That's true.
Yeah, they're even on Google.
Sijaiangalia kwa Google. Siko sure. Hata I even thought I was making a joke ati kuna mganga anataka website. Nimepata new prospect.
Acha nikuonyeshe. Mganga kutoka Kitui.
Nimepata new prospect sasa, wacha nianze kutarget. Ai.
Sindio huyu? Hata kwa Google Map. Kama mganga kutoka Kitui kwa Google Map.
Na ako na review ya 5. Oh my God.
Acha ni approach. Kwani umeshtuka huko una expect?
I thought I was making a joke.
No. When you are digital marketer, you are approached by anyone and everyone. Mimi nimeapproachiwa na Catholic priest, nisaidie, ninataka alikuwa priest wa Catholic, ananiambia ni professor wa university. Nimeapproachiwa na nuns, nimeapproachiwa na hao witch. Kwanza wawili, hata si mmoja. Hata mmoja ni wa Mombasa, mmoja ni wa Kitui. Nimeapproachiwa na commercial sex workers. Yaani kila kitu huwa inani approach. Si mimi ni wa digital marketer, nakuuliza hii nini yangu ninaweza weka internet huko internet, nipate customer wa internet. Na ninaweza fanya hii mambo internet. Nikamuuliza, si hiyo mambo si unaonanga kwa ndoto sina.
Ati nithondekagira andu nenda ahuri mbugu.
Isaiah, join. Isaiah, welcome. Unmute your microphone.
Yeah.
Isaiah, unmute your microphone. Jacqueline is saying, okay, I will persist and increase the efforts. She doesn't need to increase the effort.
Bidii ako nayo kama ako already na nini.
Ako already na lead. She just needs to get the right audience and every day wake up and talk to new people.
To fine tune.
And tell people about her prices. She also has to reconsider her prices. She could be way above the market range or way below watu wanakosa confidence in her. Unaweza kuwa chini sana watu wa kudoubt. Isaiah, unmute your microphone. What's up, my brother? William, unmute your microphone. We talk.
William alikuwa amesema on the road. Yeah. So yake inaweza kuwa tricky, maybe anaweza kuwa maybe ako kwa kelele mob, something like that, ama anatembea.
Okay. So what's your opinion on cross-selling, downselling, upselling? How can people in baby shop cross-sell? When you mna cross-sell all the time, like
we do, that one we do,
you sell baby bag, that bag of baby clothes.
Actually, another way of a good way of cross-selling is doing newborn packages, whereby even if you're offering just a bag, the other things, and people find that deal ikiwa mzuri kuliko kubai moja. Unajua hiyo package inakupeaga pesa mzuri sana. You can sell just one package and you get a profit of like 5,000.
Wow. That's amazing. So cross-selling, it's in baby shop, it's like the basin ya kuoshea mtoto.
Unakuja na kaneti, unaoshiaga mtoto, unaekelea hapo. Actually hizo zinaendaga every time I sell a karai, lazima niuze hiyo neti ama a sponge. There is a certain sponge inafanyaga mtoto akae kama amefruit akioga. So aushidi umeshikilia mtoto,
Venye tunachokishanga mtu huku tukioshwa.
Kuna auto to net, kuna auto to sponge, bath sponge, tunaitaga bath sponge na that other net. I can't remember the bath net, and a bath net. Kaneka, unaona kwa hiyo karai, kaneko ni kama unaona kitanda ya hosi venye inapelekagwa hiki kiinuka. So wako kana play that role, although it's not adjustable, but ukiekelea hapo, unaekelea mtoto hapo, anakaa kama amekalia vizuri sana, unamsugua vizuri. So hiyo inakuwaga moja. Ukiuza hiyo, tukiuza hiyo karai, most of the 70% inakuwaga hiyo karai na hiyo neti ama hiyo sponge.
Okay.
Hiyo ni moja. Nyingine ni gani? Kuna ingine ukiuza maybe what do you call this? Ukiuza breast pump. Most probably you also sell a feeding bottle.
Na ukiuza feeding bottle lazima utauza utu tusahani twa kukula. Kwa kama mtoto anatumia feeding bottle, si basi anaanza kupewa solid food.
Inaitagwa winning ball. Yeah. Hizo hupelekana sana. Na ukiuza winning ball, most probably utauza kijiko ya mtoto.
Cross-selling tulisema ni they complement one another.
Yeah.
Okay, do you downsell?
Ngoja kwanza nitakuja hapo. Ukiuza bra, lazima uuze nipple shield.
Oh wow. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, there are those people. Kuna watu hawajui ni nini, because there is another time a client alikuwa ameitisha, mama, unajua mama ndio amejifungua, but delivery nilikuwa nafanya kwa bwana town, because usually we find town is free. Na watu prefer free things, So unatafuta mtu atasema nipelekee kwa duka yetu, kwa utapata mzee. So mzee anataka kwanza aone ndio alipe. Anakuuliza what is this? Unamwambia inaitwa nipple shield. Akwambia bana, hii sasa ni ya kazi gani? Hata mimi sielewi. Sasa inanisaidia aje?
Ni mzee anasema hivyo? Mwanaume.
Tuko hivyo tu. Hata mimi mara yangu ya kwanza before ni get into this business, nikafikiria wife ananigoga. Nimempea 10,000 anarudi na vitu 3. Niambia hata pesa haikutosha. Na mimi nilikuwa nafikiria 10,000 inakushughulika kila kitu. Yes, I do downsell,
Okay, tell us when you downsell in your baby shop business.
In baby shop, we do downsell when maybe somebody is saying, I'm getting a number of products from you guys. You should give me a discount. So you find, if you're selling something at 950, utampatia ka discount, maybe a 50 bob. But you find when it comes hard is when they're asking discount on every product. And you find some products we are only getting like 50 bob. Kuna vitu haina faida, like baby feeder. You're getting like maybe 5 bob, even 10 bob. Mittens. Actually, mittens tunabaigi mittens za kupeana free of charge for those people who are buying a number of items. We appreciate. Tunasema ongeza 1 mitten.
Mitten ni nini?
Hizi ziwanekaga huku kwa mikono wasijigwaragware.
So you really downsell in and when you're downselling it to somebody you have sold to.
It's somebody who has taking a number of items above 10,000. So we consider that person, because already mtu amechukua vitu za 10,000, you are getting something good, because unajua accessories have good money. But hizi vitu zingine like mitten, socks hazina faida kubwa.
Okay.
There are people, kuna mtu atalia sana, but sometimes you tend not to focus on that, because ukihurumia kila mtu pia wewe biashara utahurumiwa, hata kuhurumia utafuga.
Yani ukweli, I agree. I totally agree.
But sometimes you check at the market, how other people are selling. You find maybe you are selling something at 1,100 and there's somebody else who's selling it at 1,000, and because you don't want to lose that sale, unaambia mtu ni sawa, nitakuzia na 1,000 ama nitakuzia na 950, doing very well. Also, you are not making a loss. Because, but you have to make sure you are not making a loss. Then unaweza pata kuna mtu ananunua number of items but anakutumia, anakwambia baby shop fulani hii kitu wao wanauza at this price, maybe less 100 or 150. Unaona, even when wewe ukipuguza to that 150, less 150, hakuna hata profit umemake. Ni kama umeuza venye ulinunua, but una consider kuna other things anachukua, unamwambia tu ni sawa, because you have already made your money. Na sometimes holding that stock iko like hii si kitu huwa ina move, you know. So hiyo time una downsell, unasema wacha bora pesa yako imerudi na the other things amechukua na umechukua nini yako, alafu unapata there are also other items that has moved dead stock na mtu amegain interest in it na hutaki shide hapo, wewe unataka imove. Saizi unaipeanaga ni kama clearance sale.
Kama venye nimesema, when at supermarket, when downselling is being done, ni kitu iko karibu ku expire, so you are doing clearance sales, ndio stock iishe kwa nini.
So sometimes you give it at the same price you bought it. Unaona kuna haja ishinde imejaa.
What do you think of, what about downselling in freelancing?
No, downselling in freelancing, it is okay. For example, for instance, like me, I offer like a package. I tell people for this price ninakulipisha hivi kwa sababu ninakufanyia live chat, ninakuwekea ya WhatsApp, nini za social media. But sasa mtu akianza kusema no, my budget was 30,000, I'll cut down some of those other extra features, nikupatia website ikiwa hivyo kishare, maybe iko na content. So if nilikuwa nakulipisha 50,000, it means I'm also going to offer maybe content writing, but ukisema my budget was 30, nitakwambia wewe basi uprovide content, because most of the mtu anafanya website mpya hanaga hata logo, unamwambia hata logo wewe ndio utaprovide. Mimi the only thing I'm going to do is to design, and that is it.
And you find them going back to the original price.
Ama aende kwa mtu wa 5,000, akirudi sasa unamwambia it was that time nilikuwa na offer ya 10%.
Hata kiko sahi ni 10%, si 90.
Mimi nafurahiaga kwa sababu I have a number of clients wameniambia hata India wanalipisha, na ndio wanoma wanalipisha at this %.
Hakuna kitu Indians wanakuanga noma nayo.
So mimi I let it go. Wakirudi mazi John, wacha tufanye aje.
You see, an Indian doesn't understand the Kenyan market. I understand plugin ya checkout.
Another thing, an Indian ndio alipishe half your cost, it means huo ni anajifunza na website yako, ni quack. Cheap is expensive.
Very.
But mi ufurahia kurealize kumbe tuko sawa. Unajua anasema okay, kuna hao wako poa sana, very good guys.
Hatukatai, wako sawa kutuliko.
Si kutuliko. Wengine ni watu hata hawana experience. Ni venye ways of making money, because unajua population ya India nayo ni kubwa.
Wanachanuka, wana nini?
Wana try ku get mapi wanaweza pata, kama vile sasa Kenya sisi wote ni kama tuko online nowadays. No. But kuna mtu wa 5,000 ukilipisha 15, kuna mtu analipisha 5. Mimi nakwambia. Then another thing ya downselling, unajua sasa leo ni date 28, si ndio? Deadline ya kulipa rent ni 5th, si ndio? kadiri kamekuja, hautaki kaende na unataka ulipe rent date 5.
Yeah. Thank you for having that mindset, because kuna mtu kwa group yetu tuliekewa poster anauza cost 300 shillings.
I saw it. Hata siku comment.
Yeah, ati anauza 300 shillings. Huyu mtu anatumia free Canva. Ukiangalia pahali mwezi iko.
Yeah, niyo sasa. You know, most of us Kenyans thrive on the last minute. So, current kamekuja, ndio hiyo ni holiday na anataka pesa.
So I was like, hata nilikuwa nataka nikasema, nika-comment nikasema anyway he's using free Canva. Another young man came down there akasema it wasn't necessary. Then nilikuwa nataka continue niseme, and let's all remember it's end month, so anatafuta pesa. But then nilikuwa nataka kusema hivyo nika-hold. But then another lady came down there and said, I don't know if it's a lady or a guy, akasema it's free. He's using the free one. Everybody can see it's free. If you want people to buy from you, why are you using things? Na unajua Canva, the paid one, you can still use the free features and don't have watermark.
Sasa nashidwa. Okay, mimi sorry if Canva watanisikia. I have used Canva for years, lakini nimeishi kutumia the pro. Si ati nimewahaka ama anything, but nimetumia tu jaja yangu. Nimekuwa nikitumia pro for so many years. But funny thing, sikuwa nimeona hii option hapo Canva imeandikwa. Venye mlipoint out ndivyo nilianza I was like, mazi umechoma.
Alafu you know society charges you harshly. You know, there are those people who are in extremes. There are people who will sympathize with you. There are those who will go on extreme of. And me nakuanga on extreme. It's either I sympathize with you or I go to this extreme of harshly criticizing you. And then this guy comes and says the free one, na. Then another lady comes there and says, but he's top rated in Canva. And now the mathematics start mathing.
In Upwork. You know, if he was top rated in Upwork, hiyo ndio sasa kitu angekuwa hata ame screenshot, aingia hata kama ni word, atengeneze kitu mzuri. But sasa by word of mouth, you know, ushaiona wale watu wana commentigi kwa FB, anasema venye anajua kufanya kitu. Alafu hapa chini kuna mtu mwingine ana comment akisema, I have bought from him, is a good sijui online seller, ameniuzia. Kumbe the same person amepost ndio ako na Swido account sana, ama marafiki wake ndio wanafanya hiyo kitu. Unaona? So hawezi run a skill then you sell it at 300 shillings. Afadhali uifanye free of charge.
Wacha nikwambie, he's top rated on Fiverr, hatukatai, and either he charges very bad on Upwork, so pesa yake haitoshangi, ama amekaa sana bila kupata customers. Just because he's top rated doesn't mean he has consistent flow of customers. Huyo jamaa ni dohana. He wanted a quick fix ya rent.
Mimi nakwambia wife yangu amefanya Alibaba, anaielewa vizuri. Na mtu anakuja kumwambia, unajua hii ni biashara nataka kuanza, sina kitu, unaweza nifunza at 1500. Anamuuliza, if unataka nikufunza and you are serious on this business and you're not ready to invest, hata nikikufunza it will be a waste of time, because hata nitakufunza at 1000 na hautaenda. So if you are ready, hebu kuja na pesa mzuri, kuja uwekelee 5000 hapa, nimekufanyia at discount, because if you are serious you get that 5000.
Hata 5000 ni kidogo kufunza mtu vitu za Alibaba.
Ni kidogo. It's only that anataka kuona, alafu anaona atamwestia tu time bure. Some others ati mtu amemlipa pesa ana expect amcreate hadi Facebook account. Seriously, kwani tuna mimi nakwambia, mimi nikijiaona in 2012 hata hakukuwa na information of how to join Upwork, lakini tuliingia huko tukafanya manuva tukakuwa pro, ndio sisi wengine wanafunzana.
Mimi Alibaba nishailipisha 50.
Wewe.
Acha 50. Unaona venye nilifanyia huyo jamaa wa industrial area na 50. Alinirifaa kwa mama mwingine Msomalia. Alikuwa anaishi Kilimani, nikamchaja 100. Unacharge.
Na by the way,
Mtu anaishi Kilimani na watu hebu imagine mtu ako na yadi ya magari. Somebody with yadi ya spare parts.
Unajua Waria
na nasikianga nilifinyiliwa. Cause imagine huyu mtu akiuza hizi spare part ataambia watu kuhusu hii kitu ya kuosha nini ya mataa ya magari.
Yes.
Na private label. You built a whole business, an empire for him. Hapana.
Na by the way, watu wengine wazuri wa kuonyesha hizi vitu ni hao Waria. Unajua Waria somehow technology na kwanga imewagoga.
Huo mama nilimuonyesha. Alafu unajua huo mwingine wa 50 ilikuwa ninaenda ninamfanyia online yeye, na mguide vitu online. Mama muolia. Kwanza tulikuwa tunakutananga na yeye Haringa. Nilikuwa nanunua lunch expensive, nikamwambia juu mimi na kumitu itabidi umelipa more. Na alirifaiwa na huyo jamaa, walikuwa wanajuana na bwanake. Juu ya spare parts za magari. Akarifa huyo bibi yake, akaambia onyesha na huyu msichana kuleta vitu kutoka China. Msomali. Mpaka nilikuwa namuuliza, how come na wewe ni Msomali hujui hizi mambo? Akaniambia sio kila Msomali anajua. Hakuwa anaishi Kilimani, alikuwa anaishi Kirereshwa.
Unajua watu wanakuaga they fear technology and misinformation. Kama kuna mwingine bado tunang'ang'ana ICD. Ananiambia unajua niliambiwa website lazima nikuwe na computer. Niko like my friend, hizi vitu unafanyaga na simu.
Huyo alikuwa amesoma, huyo dem alikuwa tu amepata watoto, ako kwa nyumba na alikuwa anatumia iMac, alikuwa anatumia MacBook na iPhone. Akitoka kwa gari yake. Akarudi akanipianga lift. Kai Jesu. Na ni wazuri, ukipatana na Wasomali wazuri ni wazuri.
Wasomali ni wazuri, lakini unaweza pata, unajua kwa kila soko lazima iko na wazimu. But wali akikupenda amekupenda. Yaani wakikulike that is utafanya biashara mingi sana na wao. Na utafanya
hata ni mimi hakuna tribe sijafanya kazi nayo, na mimi sinanga issue na mtu. Like I love the way I became a freelancer because it helped me appreciate different people from different background, because unaona mimi kasingeenda university, mimi ningekuwa mjinga, mimi ningekuwa mtribal, ningekuwa nafikiria Wakikuyu ndio wako pale juu.
Mashosho zetu hivyo ndivyo tuligrow, akituambia usifanye biashara. For example, like my sister is married to Arue. During the dowry, manze alikuwa shabia watu wote ananunuliwa na Mjaruo kwa ushago mzima. So when they were coming, everybody was very keen to know kama hiyo kitu ili go through ama iku go through, because kila watu walikuwa wanasema huo sasa hiyo haiwezekani, hiyo tumekata.
Unajua wacha nikwambie what I noted kwa group ya our friends, if one of our friends is dating a Luo, mko concerned na kama ametairiwa. Like it's so stupid. Like
do you know me, hata
imagine to appreciate diversity venye atadili na nini, atafanya biashara na wao, other people, other tribe.
Watu wengi wanafikiria kutairi ndio ku grow up.
No, most people in the world are not even circumcised. The biggest population is not circumcised. Wahindi they don't, Indians don't, Wazungu they don't, Latin America they don't. It's popular in hapa East Africa na nini na Middle East. The other parts of the world don't.
I think that is now growing up.
No, it's not being mature.
Mimi hata sistangu siwezi taka kujua kama hiyo ni shida. Yeye ndiye aliamua, yeye kwenye alichagua. Ni kama mimi sasa mwenye niliamua kuwa na yeye, that was my choice. Yeah? And if you hear people asking, hey, I hope because I think familia yetu we are known to go kuintermarry. That is now me and my sisters. So nilipowambia niko na mtu sasa, niliulizwa I hope sasa wana whisper, I hope hujaenda kwa hizo tribes zingine, ni modo wa nyumba. Niko like
full of shit. Anyway, John, this conversation, it needs to end. It's 10:17.
yeah.
John, I'm
Yes.
so happy you're here. You have a good night. I can see we are 3. Do we have anybody asking a question?
Watu wako Easter mood.
By the way, guy, being kept waiting.
Wanapiga sherehe ya Good Friday.
Somebody is saying Wahindi wako na confidence ya kuuza service zao more than us. I totally agree.
Yeah, they are aggressive. When you say, I can't do this. Don't know. We know everything. Can't sell even no gun.
Alafu they take advantage of the fact that tunaamini watu later.
Yeah. Alafu do you know the only kama unakumbuka hii 999 ikuje before sisi tu realize anaondoa kabob kwa dhao. Unaona mtu anatoka Murang'a kukuja duka ya Mhindi Nairobi kwa sababu imetolewa 1 bob.
Yeah, ni ukweli. Sawa. They play with our psychology and they should. Hata nikwambie, one of my friends walipata walinini mambo ya LMS. Walipewa contract ya LMS. Wakanitoa kwa hiyo mao. Then wakati walikuwa wanataka maswali, they came and asked me. And then nikauliza, so mnaandika kwa sababu hapana, mtu wa LMS tulitafuta jamaa wa Greece, you know, wazungu ndio wanaelewa hii mambo. I was like, yeah. Sawa.
Poa.
Good night.
Good night.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.